I'm here at Come Daily Fried Hokkien Prawn Mee, the most popular Hokkien Mee on our island, in search of the best Hokkien Mee in Singapore. And today we are here for their fried Hokkien Prawn Mee. If the search for the best Hokkien Mee was a popularity contest, I wouldn't need to spend the last 3 months going around the island to eat all of the Hokkien Mees. Come Daily is by far the most recommended place that I have gathered from you guys. And you can see that from their Google rating as well. 4.2 stars with almost 400 ratings is insane for a hawker. Because Google ratings for hawker food is pretty funny. It's common to come across a review that goes like, oh, the noodles were great, the portions were generous, store owners work fast and with a smile. 3 out of 5. Super excited today. If there's one thing I learned, is that food reviewers get it wrong all the time. But the people, the law of large numbers, rarely get it wrong. Let's get it, boys. Day 2 baby. Hello， 有打电话的，1点半。
1点半，电话吃了4个汉堡。
可以再点多一个吃的吗？还有够吗？
点了多一盘。
对。
好，点一个好的。
好，谢谢。OK， 谢谢。
谢谢。
Finally, that took a while. I think that took like 35 minutes. I called ahead to order a packet. First, you cannot call ahead for a plate that is having here, only packets, because I was worried by the time I reached here they will have sold out. And I just made it. The time now is 1:52 and they sold out like 10 minutes ago. So whatever you see on Google might not be correct. Anyway, we are dealing with a quintessential wet version here. And wow, a lot of rice bee hoon. Even the yellow noodles are very pale, which makes it seem like it's like 90% rice noodles. Anyway. The people were right once again, masterful. Not only does it have that level of flavor that you would expect of a wet version, each flavor is so pronounced. The prawn flavor is so sweet, probably has something to do with the species of prawns they use. I'm unfortunately not good enough to identify the prawns. The lard flavor is obvious. They did the same thing that Hokkien Mee did. They cooked the noodles with the lard, and this lard was added towards the end of cooking because some bits are still very crispy. And that's amazing considering the lard is hiding in this like wet, brothy noodles. Both the taste and the texture of the lard is there. And the egg is also very obvious. There's that very apparent egg fragrance. And it probably has to do with the proportion of egg to one plate. This is a lot of egg for this amount of noodles. The 3 key flavors of Hokkien Mee is so well represented here. I know I said in the previous episode that Hokkien Mee, an ideal Hokkien Mee should have a melded one flavor, the Hokkien Mee flavor. But this is challenging it a little bit. Would you rather have one cohesive flavor or 3 really well represented flavors? I don't know. And the heat doesn't stop there. The treatment of the noodles is very interesting. One, they reduced the use of alkaline noodles by a lot. I can barely detect any alkaline flavor or the ghee flavor in this plate. I can sort of see the ghee noodles, but I'm not even 100% sure if it is the yellow noodles because of how pale it is. I personally like that ghee flavor, but I know that there are a lot of people that don't like it. So to those people, this plate is the plate for you. And the second interesting thing is the amount of rice noodles. Normally, I don't prefer these thick rice noodles with Hokkien Mee because one, is easy to overcook. Then after it overcooks, it becomes mush. There's no texture. And the starch that will seep out of the noodles will just destroy the dish. But they have aced these 2 pitfalls. The rice noodles are cooked perfectly. It's like there's still that slight bit of al dente. You can still feel every little snap as you bite through. And the starch management is amazing. The broth is at the exact point that you want it to be. Thick, flavorful, but still liquidy and not powdery. Absolutely masterful. Not only are they good, I think that the choices that they make caters to a very big part of the market. Especially the absence of the ghee taste, which a lot of people don't like. There is but one miss. You need to come daily. And by come daily, I don't mean that, oh, it's very nice, you have to eat it daily. If you want to eat this plate of noodles, this place is very hard to get hold of. They are open 5 times a week, from 8 to 2 or 2:30. I love Hokkien Mee, as you all can probably tell, but I cannot imagine eating it for breakfast or before 12 for the matter, especially such a rich and flavorful version like this. So that leaves that short window of 12 to 2, maybe. But that 2 p.m. is not accurate. Chances are they will sell out way before then. On day 1 that I came, they were supposed to be open. I called at like 11 a.m.
The Singtel mobile customer is not available.
I came down at like 1:15, 1:30. Store was closed already. Today I tried calling. Was very hard to get through, but I eventually did get through. And while I did get all my noodles, they also sold out beforehand. So unless you are in the area, and even if you're in the area, you kind of have to walk past daily just to check out whether they are open or not. But all this is not a miss for their audience because they are selling out, so it's not a problem for them. But for people who are looking to make a trip down, plan properly. Call in advance. Not to mention that it's quite common for them to take breaks, of which they might post it on their Instagram or Facebook. But even so, their latest break, they did not announce that they are coming back. I think their latest post as of this shoot is still them being away on break. I spent a lot of time talking about this, but it's a very small miss. It's not a miss even, but I just don't want any of you to, come all the way down and not get to eat it. Alright, time for the verdict. 1 noodles I will walk for the Hokkien Mee, 2 noodles I'll take a bus for the Hokkien Mee, and 3 noodles I'll go anywhere in Singapore for the Hokkien Mee. And come daily Hokkien Mee is 3 noodles. I mean, obviously. Being masterful is one thing, but having your dish catered to the majority of the market's palate is, I want to say, equally as important or impressive. Every flavor is made so apparent and delicious and well balanced. There's a hit I didn't manage to mention. The noodles weren't a lot, but at the end I am not even the tiniest bit sick of it. The flavor is so well balanced. Impressive. It's gonna be so hard to choose a top 3 now. Everybody is so good. Jesus. Well, the good news is there is but 1 more place left to go. Next week will be the series finale, or at least for the eating part, and it will be the big one. But for now, that's all I have for you guys this time. I'll see you all next week. Bye.